go ahead, grab your coffee. Let's have a quiet talk. Today, I want to talk about something that is not simple, something that sits between my past, my responsibilities, and just being a person trying to do the right thing. And I want to say this up front. I am not sharing this because I think I am doing anything special. I am sharing it because life is complicated. And sometimes, if you live long enough, you realize you are not the only one figuring things out like this. I've been showing up for my ex during a time of illness, and I find myself present in ways that honestly even surprise me sometimes. I noticed something else too. There have been times when I have found myself carrying more of the responsibility than I expected. And I want to be clear. I'm not saying this with bitterness. I'm simply noticing what I have observed. This is not about blame. It's not about comparison. This is about what it means to still show up for someone you once built a life with, especially when there's a shared adult child involved. Even when that child is grown, the connection does not completely disappear. It changes shape, but it does not vanish. We are still connected through our child, and so I show up. Now, here is where it gets emotionally honest for me. I do not know that I would be as present if there was no child between us. And I am being honest about that. And I think a lot of people would understand that, even if they do not talk about it as much. Because when you're in a relationship or when your relationship ends, the emotional contract changes. The romantic part is gone. The partnership is no longer there. And sometimes life puts us in situations where we end up doing things we never expected. Caregiver, advocate, the one who checks in, the one who makes sure basic needs are met, even when things are complicated. So what does that mean? To be there for an ex during illness? It means you separate history from how we show up from people. It means you can say, we did not work, but I still see that your life matters. It means holding two truths at the same time. I am no longer your partner, but I still care that you are safe. And it also means something else. You may find yourself doing things quietly, without applause, without recognition, and sometimes without agreement from others watching from the outside. And that can feel heavy. There is something else I want to say. This kind of situation can bring sadness, not sadness about the illness itself, but sadness about what it reveals, about distance and family, about expectations that are not met, about realizing that sometimes the person showing up is not the person others expect it to be. That kind of sadness is quiet. It does not always ask to be seen, but it is there. And one of the most important things I have learned in this, I am not sharing this as something everyone should do. Every situation is different, every history is different. I'm sharing it because I believe there are people listening who have also found themselves in this type of situation, doing things they never expected and quietly asking themselves what it means. And I want you to know you're not strange for that. Being there does not mean erasing the past. It does not mean everything is forgiven or rewritten. And it does not mean stepping back into a role that no longer belongs to your life. It simply means in this moment, you choose to show up instead of walking away. And when you are older, you realize relationships do not always end neatly or nicely. And that is just a part of life. Even when it is complicated and brings up a lot of old feelings. So I sit with this. I show up. Maybe this is the quiet lesson in all of this, that caring for someone you once loved, especially when there's a shared history, a shared child, is not about rewriting the past. It's about recognizing that sometimes life puts us in complicated places and we do what we can with it. And for me, in this season of life, that is what I'm trying to do. Just be there when needed.